All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to Three and Out with the Dolphins. Your host Ron here, as I go over Sunday's highlights and scores. Right now, that was a good game, because that was a game that we needed to go ahead on and stay in the playoffs. Yes, the Dolphins really needed their game to stay in the hunt for a wild card berth in the playoffs. Also, with a lot of help as teams started losing and kicking themselves out that spot. So right now, the Dolphins did their thing by beating the Raiders 34-19. Pretty much nothing to say. Tua completed 28 of 36 for 288 yards and 3 touchdowns with no interceptions. Way to go, Tua. Running game was just basically flat out. It is what it is. You got 26 carries for 82 yards and a touchdown. The only touchdown came from was Devon Achane, who has scored a touchdown, but he carried the ball 17 times for 73 yards. The main thing I would like to see is Jalen Wright, number 25, get off. The Dolphins really need to get this running back more involved into the offense because he's a power runner. He like running up between the tackles. So when you got that there, speaking that there, everything's pretty much the same. You know, on the receiving end, like I said, there was 28 receptions for 288 yards and 3 touchdowns. The main thing I like is Nwe Smith. He know how to find those windows so Tua could give him the ball and keep drives alive. Tyreek Hill and Waldo have not figured that out yet because they like going deep. But you got corners having help over top with the safety because the safety dropping back with him as well too. So that leaves the wide open for the tight ends and running back to go ahead and pick up nice, good, easy, comfortable first downs and keep them sticks moving. But other than that, we're in the good hunt for the playoffs. You know, we was basically in much cruise control because Dolphins were just doing their thing. First quarter they scored 7 points. Third quarter they kicked the field goal, scored 3 points. Third quarter they scored 7 points, and fourth quarter they just racked up 17 points. So that's pretty good. Defense held the Raiders pretty much. You know, first quarter and second quarter they held them to 3 points apiece, and then third quarter they kicked 2 field goals, and fourth quarter they gave up a touchdown. But you know, only thing the Dolphins need to do is continue putting pressure on the quarterbacks, and the cornerbacks needs to shut down those easy, quick slants. That was keeping the Raiders in it, those quick slant drives. Because pretty much I just see the Raiders was basically scoring 3 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter, nothing in the third, nothing in the fourth. But by the Dolphins cornerbacks giving up those slant routes and of course penalties, you know, really kept drives alive when they had them 3 and out, you know. But other than that, defense came to play, offense came to play, and let's go head on to team stats. Alrighty, pretty much team stats on both teams. Minshew had completed 30 of 43 for 282 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Tua Tagovailoa, 28 for 36 for 288 yards and 3 touchdowns. Rushing game was pretty much on our side because Devon Achane had ran the ball 17 carries for 73 yards and a touchdown. But I'd like to see more Jalen Wright. You know, see that rookie get his first TD of his football career. So, but other than that, you know, Myers had 1 carry for 20 yards. That was basically a wide receiver just doing everything. When you have no activity from your running backs, you put pressure on other players to keep the chains moving, which the Raiders was doing that, but it just wasn't good enough. On receiving end, Nwe Smith had 6 receptions for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns, and B. Bowers had 13 receptions for 126 yards and a touchdown. Yes, but it's all about those team stats, and basically we was in cruise control. Our Miami Dolphins had 353 yards to the Las Vegas Raiders 328 yards. Raiders gave up a turnover, Dolphins none. First down was in Miami Dolphins area. They had 25 first downs to 22 first downs on the Las Vegas Raiders. But time of possession, Dolphins was in straight cruise control with 33 minutes and 12 seconds for the Dolphins to 26 minutes and 48 seconds on the Las Vegas Raiders. But we was in cruise control from beginning to end. That was a good win. Now we just need to win all our remaining games. Some predictions come out from NFL analysts saying that the Dolphins might lose 2 games And those two games will come between Green Bay and the 49ers. Houston, they can beat them if they don't make mistakes. And in that game, that will be held on December 15th, and it will be played away in Houston, Texas Stadium at the NRG Stadium. But here's the catch. Dolphins needs to win everything. And just like I said, help for teams losing that is in hunt for that wild card spot. Right now, what really hurted the Dolphins basically was injuries, concussions, etc. But they pretty much got themselves back together. And I think the Dolphins might make a wild card spot, but how far they're going to go in the playoffs, that's up to them. Our next opponent will be New England Patriots. They come to our stadium on November 24th. That's a Sunday, baby, at 1 o'clock. And I'm excited to go ahead and watch the game, give you all the highlights, the stats, and who did good, who didn't do good. So you know how it is. Now, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Be safe for the holidays. And I'll see you November 24th. Peace.